Hey, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention. I was Chris here with the Black Order number 4 and Guardians of the Galaxy number 2 review. So, alphabetically as usual. Guardians, no, just kidding. Black Order number 4, the War Masters of Thanos, Black Swan versus Nova. So we have this really good In-Hook Lee or Lee In-Hook cover. Love his cover. Marvel, why can't you get him to do something, regularly? Lee, like a lot of your Korean artists do great covers. Come on, are they just too expensive, Marvel? Seriously? So now for this issue, as always, and a member of the Black Order gets the focus, narrates the issue. So this time it's Black Swan, and how she narrates it, she likens it back to. She's talking about her past it's pretty much her referencing herself. There once was a princess who lived in a palace surrounded by her mother, her sisters, and her brothers. She knew only love, but a thirst for knowledge, for adventure soon began to take hold. So one day she slipped by the palace guards and sneaked out through a gate in the walls of the hidden city into the wilderness. And there she came upon a young wolf. It's likening to like her past and with currently her encounter with a Nova Centurion that's been infected by the Dark Tide. He's becomes warped, and I say the art is pretty good for the most part, but I really like the detail in the art and the coloring when it comes to the Nova Centurion and to a lot of the parts with the Black Swan. So definitely this page here where she surprises him, sneaks attack him from behind. The detailing and the coloring and the art in this is absolutely great. So, like I said, she's narrating her past, and it's very clear. It's likening. It's supposed to also represent what's going on here, as when she says, she's attacked by she came upon a young wolf. It was being called away by its pack, drawn by a commando. By command, only the young wolf could hear. The Nova Centurion is called away by King Attican. It's revealed. Attican reveals that anyone infected by the Dark Tide, he is able to control. It slightly changes their personality, but he has complete control over them. As the Nova tries to rebel and it doesn't work. So back at the Resistance, now that there is a Nova, a member of the Nova Corp, on King Addison's, Emperor Attican, I believe it was, on Attican's side, things have gotten harder because now they're up against an entire, pretty much empire, plus a member of the Nova Corp. So it's not going to be easy, but this is the Black Order. I think they can handle it on their own. But there is a cure, coincidentally enough, called the Light Tide that can be created, but they need to lure the Nova out, which they almost succeed, but one of the main members of the Resistance, Krannig, is kidnapped due to the fact that there is a spy inside of the Resistance, and it's someone the Black Order knows very dearly, and I'm not going to spoil it there. So this is another good issue, but I'm wondering how they're going to finish it, because this is only 5 issues, and this is the 4th issue. We got the 5th one's out last month, and I'm wondering if it's going to be slightly rushed at the end, because we only just find out who the spy is. There's talks of like the Resistance will now hit back because we're starting to hit back before their leader gets taken, etc. So I'm wondering. I'm hoping it doesn't get rushed at the end. It does feel like there's a lot is going to happen in the last issue, but so far, another good issue of the Black Order number 4. And on to Guardians of the Galaxy number 2. Thanos, very, very clear and very much on this cover. Although, Thanos doesn't appear, but the cover's supposed to be it's symbolic that he pretty much he started this whole new series given that he's not actually dead. He's just transferred his consciousness to a new body. So cover's okay. So, and we start off with my least favorite thing of all time, a 9-panel page. It's not as bad as a Tom King Heroes in Crisis page, where it's just a whole lot of nothing. But I really would rather not see it, because for this one, it's just pretty much recapping what happened in the previous issue, which would be okay if they already didn't recap it here. So, Marvel, editor who was supposed to edit this, pick one, remove the other, or if so, or even better, remove both. Your readers are not dumb. I'm pretty sure if it's a good issue, Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 was definitely a good issue. They're going to remember what happened. Okay, so, but we kick it off with Peter drunk dialing Kitty. He's still dealing with the after effects, the aftermath of Infinity War, especially Gamora having stabbed him, having betrayed the team in that. So he's still dealing with that. With the added fact of Thanos is still alive, and he has a new team that he has to control. And a nitpick here. So this page starts off with Moondragon and Pile-Vel, and it just starts off with, well, first off, there's just this random panel with just the little ship there. We know they're on the ship since we know they all got there. You don't really need to show that, so get rid of that. That's one. 2, it starts off with Pile-Vel comforting Moondragon, saying, "Shh, it's okay, I'm here, you're safe." And Moondragon saying, "You don't have to coddle me, it was just a nightmare." I would have preferred if there was the actual panel of Moondragon kind of like either like tossing and turning in her sleep because of the nightmare, or just suddenly rises up and, like, you know, scared, huffing, etc. But you don't really kind of see that. It's just all of a sudden, it's just like, it's okay, I'm here. But then we have to be told she's being comforted because she's having a nightmare of what happened when they were in a black hole. But continuing on, Peter has to deal with two members of his new Guardians team, Cosmic Ghost Rider and Groot, fighting each other, and it's revealed that the reason they're fighting is because they have differing opinions on how to deal with Gamora. Gamora is the number 1 suspect of who new Thanos is. Cosmic Ghost Rider wants to kill her. You know, better safe than sorry. If she is the new Thanos, kill her and Thanos will be gone. Despite the fact the Starlin books write that he can't really die. He's a universal constant, as Hela even says to the Collector as well. But I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna find a way. Hopefully they find a way to resolve that. But Cosmic Ghost Rider wants to kill Gamora. Groot and Beta Ray Bill want to save her, and Peter, sick of it, doesn't want to deal with anything because it involves Gamora. Tells them if they want to do whatever they want to do, leave now, just leave me alone. And as such, we get a introduction to the Dark Guardians who want to hunt down and kill Gamora. I always find I mean, it's their right to have their suspicions, but Dark Guardians was the best they could come up with a name. Dark Guardians of the Galaxy. They're not particularly evil. They're just doing what they think is right. You know, when I think Dark Guardians, I think they're guardians that are evil and don't guard the galaxy. So they're invaders. But we already have something called invaders going on in Marvel, so who knows? But Nebula joins a team and gives them a clue to who can find Gamora. It's one of her boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, and I'll leave it to you to figure out who it is. So this was okay. This was okay to average. I think the first issue was much, much better. This one, it really didn't particularly progress the plot forward. This was mainly used as a means to introduce the Dark Guardians, pretty much. It wasn't a terrible issue. It's just, it didn't particularly have much to do with the plot. And like I said, the first issue was really, really good. I had high expectations of how number 2 onwards would go on, and it just came up okay average, but not enough for me to decide, okay, into the bin you go. No, I'm still probably going to continue with Guardians. So far, I've liked what I've seen. Issue number 1 was great. This one, okay, average. So we'll see how the next few issues go. So that is it for these reviews of Black Order number 4 and Guardians of the Galaxy number 2. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.